Denver police say an obvious approach to crime fighting works, increasing patrols in high crime areas for a month at a time. Our Mark Salinger looks at what happens in those neighborhoods when the police move on.
You won't notice anything special at intersections like this in Denver. But there's an experiment going on right here.
Year to date, we have a 12% reduction in violent gun crime.
Denver police calls it hot streets. It started in July. The department picks a couple of blocks to focus increased patrols on. They also pick a different area nearby to be a control group. Every 28 days, the locations change. They're happening all around the city.
All you really need to reduce crime at individual street segments was a 10 to 15 minute officer presence.
Every 2 hours, officers drive by with their lights on, patrol the area on foot, and talk to people. Police told City Council today they've seen a 40% decrease in violence in the hot streets locations compared to the control areas.
Which is great, but it's also what you would be expected if you're spending a lot of officer time at locations.
But what happens when the cops move on?
What do these locations look like when the police back off? Because I think that's a really key question.
We don't have all that data yet. While many crime metrics are down this year all across the city, council members continue to ask for more.
We are seeing an extraordinary uptick in gunshots all over Denver, and I don't know what we do about that.
So again, police acknowledge the obvious here. If you flood an area with more cops, anything but seeing crime decrease would of course be concerning. After the hot streets locations change, they focus on gun violence awareness and working with community groups before moving on to long-term projects like organized crime. They say they see a bit of an uptick in crime when they move on, but still see an overall decrease that resonates in areas, Kyle.
How about crime in Looto? We've talked about Looto for years. At one point, DPD was blaming the food trucks, like shawarma trucks were out there shooting people. What happened with that?
Yeah, so that's part of DPD's long-term areas that they're continuing to focus on. And part of that is infrastructure. So they're literally going around looking at which light bulbs have burned out on the street lights and saying, oh, we need to fix that. Let's lighten up the area. Dark areas create crime or cause crime. People feel more dangerous there. So those specific things like that, like changing the light bulbs, increasing fencing, things like that, that's also part of this long-term strategy.
Makes sense. I might have changed the light bulb before putting the small businesses out, but okay. All right, Mark, thank you.